Hi guys, welcome to Confrontational Conversations with Kaniya. First, I just want to put on some spray because I want to smell good for you guys. I know it's just virtual, but I think you guys can smell me. My cashmere. So, this is episode 2, and in my previous video, I said I was going to touch on something. So, I'm going to touch on one of the things. And the first thing I'm going to touch on is how I started deep diving into Christianity and religion, and was so deep. I was talking shit to people who were not Christians, who were not reading the Bible, and I'm like, you're a devil worshiper, blah, 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 blah. But before that, let's rewind before that. I've always been a spiritual person, with my energy, my soul, my heart, feelings, all of that. And when I started getting into the Bible, intuition on point, psychicness, bloom, bloom, all of that. When I started reading the Bible and started getting into those groups of people, I was like, oh, okay, this is bad. I'm not supposed to have intuition. I'm not supposed to know the future. I'm not supposed to feel these feelings. I'm not supposed to be in astrology or affirmations or anything like that. So I stopped. Let me tell you something. I lost myself, the true, pure, truest form of me, of who I really am. And now I'm having to start over, rebuilding Kaniya all over again, because I lost the old me. I killed the old me with the Bible because I was seriously into it. That doesn't go to say that I don't believe in God or a higher power, because I always have, and I will always believe there's a higher power than me, because, somebody had to create me. Somebody had to create the creators that created me, and their creators that created them, somebody higher than us. So, I just want to say that that's my lips. I want my lips to be popping for you guys too. Okay. Just something. It says stay glossy. Stay glossy. All right. So even my children were into the religion, and for some reason, something in my intuition just said, this doesn't feel right. After trying to join multiple churches, and the vibes of the people, when you're praising, whether you're praising God or the universe or whatever, and you just feel the energy when you feel the energy. But the thing is, when you feel the energy of other beings, not of the higher power, you can go to the higher power when you're at church or when you're at home or whatever. You can go to God at any time. The thing that turned me off was the people inside of the religion. And mind you, I tried Christianity, and I was even going to go to the Mormon church. But I'll tell you something about their souls. Those people, to me, the people, I don't want to say all Mormons or all Christians, because everybody's different, but the ones that I encountered, their souls are not balanced. Their hearts are not balanced. They are not who they say they are. And it made me like just go back and back and back and say, I don't want to be a part of this anymore. I just want to do it my own way. And actually them being that way towards me, they're better than me. Like one of the church members, my kids were in children's church, and the teacher was like stating like something really disgusting to the kids, like are you stupid or something like that. And I confronted her. And the next Sunday at the church, the pastor wife and the pastor had the nerve to go in front of the whole congregation and make like this big deal saying, oh, this person's been here for this long. First of all, that's not what the church is about. And it doesn't matter if somebody's child has been like put in any type of danger. You should be able to say something without people getting in the church getting nasty. That showed their true intentions. And you know what? When I was praising, that's what the universe gave me. The universe let me see before I got too deep into that church. The universe let me see. And then when the Mormons started coming to my house, like one of the elders, they helped put my kids' trampoline together, but I was telling him like he had some type of complex. Like he didn't want to listen to me when I was telling him how to put it together, because I put it together myself at my old house properly. And I told him, like, okay, well, if you guys are going to do it, I hope you guys do it better than me, because I've put it together myself. So instead of listening to me, they ripped my kid's trampoline screen that goes around it, the entrapment. They ripped it apart. Okay? And instead of calling the trampoline like a trampoline, he's like the tramp. And it kind of felt like he was directing it at me. I really was feeling like he was trying to call me a tramp. But anyways, I went to a dinner at their pastor's house, and there was an event that I was invited to. And then the wife of the bishop says, no, you can't go, because blah, 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 blah. Even though someone offered, they were like, we'll give you and your kids a ride to this event. She's like, no, my kids don't go to this event. I think you should attend online. And it's not like if it's a church event, other kids were going to be there. But that's what I was telling them I was afraid of. I was like, I'm afraid of that cultish, environment, that controlling environment. I don't like that. And that right there that pushed me completely out of religion. Completely. Because now I see religion is a control thing. They want to control you. And if they can't control you, then they're going to treat you bad. They will treat you bad and see what your boundaries are. And if you let them treat you nasty, that's how they're going to treat you. And then they want you to kiss their ass for them to accept you. And when you think about going to a church, you should be accepted regardless of what you are, who you are, what you do. It's not about people pleasing, because we're not going there to people please each other. You're supposed to be going there to praise God. You're supposed to be praising the Holy Spirit. And then this is what I can't get with. People in religion are talking about the stars that we look up at the night sky and see are evil. Like, you can't be that freaking like gone in the head to be like the stars in the sky are evil. The planets that are in the sky that we see are evil. Jupiter, that protects us from asteroids, that God created, the universe created this, is evil. And if we somehow do mathematics with stars and planets, astrology, it's evil. And if you feel emotions from the higher spirit and God, then it's evil. Like I wasn't listening to the music I liked anymore. I wasn't doing anything that I liked anymore. And I was suppressing myself. And it felt like I was just like in this ball that wanted to explode. And honestly, it did. I was like, what? I'm going to cuss because I'm a cusser. And I can't help that. I'm just going to keep it real. I like to cuss, and that's just who I am. I like to listen to music. I want to listen to my booty shaking music. I was like, I can't shake my ass anymore. Shaking my ass makes me feel good. Sometimes I just want to shake my ass. Maybe just in my bedroom in private, I just want to torque it up a little bit. Doesn't mean I'm like online torquing it up. Not saying that you can't. You can do whatever you want. But I'm just saying, like, it was making me feel so suppressed with life. Like I feel so much better that I don't have to go by all of these man-made rules, because the Bible is man-made. I talk to God whenever I want to talk to God. I pray to God in my own way. I'm finding out different things. If you know who Neville Goddard is, then you know that I am the I am. Then you know that I am Jesus. I am God, because God is within me. God is within each of us. We are all one body. You know how that song goes? We're all a part of God's body. Yeah, you got it. You really do got it. Because we all are a part of God's body. We are one body. All of us together are one consciousness, but breaking into different parts, experiencing all of life together. So I really had to step out and find Kaniya again. I had to love her again, because I stepped into religion because I was on social media and I was trying to find a truth. And really, that truth exploded into something negative, because people don't like to hear the truth. People don't like to hear anything that goes against what they're comfortable with and what they're used to. So that shit gave me a lot of anxiety. And I felt like I needed something to coddle my anxiety, to help protect me from it. And that's why I went into God, because I was feeling like people were doing shit to me, like with spells and stuff. But what I really have learned is no one can put a spell on me. They can try to. But really, the only thing that can happen to me or any of you is what you create in here. Your imagination is what creates your outer world. So even if somebody wants to create something in their world, that doesn't mean that you have to allow it to happen in yours. And that was really my issue the whole time. But I was unhealed then. I was very unhealed emotionally, mentally, physically. I've taken so much time to heal myself. And I won't down the Bible, because it has helped me in a lot of ways. But the Bible is read the wrong way. The Bible is a metaphor to life. It's poems and songs to life. The Bible is not meant for us to put boundaries, such strict boundaries on our life, that we feel so compressed and we feel like we can't live. Like you have to have a moral compass to know what is the best thing to do. Excuse me. What is the best thing to do in this world? And you have to choose that. I just think that my brain, when I was like, not necessarily the Bible, but being surrounded by people who are super religious, made me very judgmental of others. It made me overthink a lot of things that weren't really there. And so what if they really are there? I don't have to have those things in my life. Everything doesn't matter. What other people do is going to be their own judgment. You know what I believe? The hell that we face when we die is facing ourselves and everything we've done in this life. And you have to repeat all of those things onto yourself and actually feel it. You know how you do something so dirty to somebody and it doesn't affect you emotionally or physically because you're not doing it to yourself in this flesh? But when we die, you feel all the things that you have, all those dirty things that you've done to someone else, all the pain that they felt. Now you got to feel it. What is the worst? What is more worse than a punishment of having to reflect and feel all the pain and anguish that you've done onto others, and you can't run away from it? You have to face it. That is the most pain that you can ever receive. And that's why the Bible is a metaphor. People are not actually reading it correctly. And there's no hate to anybody who is religious or whatever. Do you, boo. That's all you. You could do whatever you want to do. I'm just saying that it didn't work out for me. So I don't want any hate in the comments, because I seen that too. I seen that people who are supposed to be, like so-called loving, caring, and godly are really really nasty to people. They're really, really nasty individuals. How can you be so nasty to others if you're supposed to be passing out love through God, from God? What is the real deal? So there was something else on my mind and it went away. It went away. So my phone's about to die. I don't want it to die on y'all. So anyways, if I have something more to say, I'm going to put it in part 2. This is part 1 of why I left religion and why I'm just doing me, baby. So okay, so I might cut that out or I don't know. Anyways, this has been the second episode of Confrontational Conversations with Kaniya, me, your favorite girl. So I want you guys to like, subscribe, share, comment. Please don't be bringing me no drama on this right here. You can if you want to. I know there's always going to be somebody who has to bring the drama, but you know what? I don't even care. Don't care. Oh, look, I got a different color. Let me do my lips one more time for you guys so I can blow you a kiss. Stay glossy, guys. Peace.